with Candy Panda for an insider's look into that SK victory. So let's send it over there.
Thank you very much, Joe. Indeed, joined by SK's Carry Panda, I was going to say, but AD Carry, Candy Panda. It does apply. Candy Panda, tell me if you saw what happened earlier in the game of Copenhagen Wolves versus Alliance, and if that made a difference in the way you went into this game and strategy-wise.
Yeah, so first of all, we banned out the Rise because we felt it was part of their strategy. And then we also didn't pick those squishy champions like Alliance did, because they had the Kog'Maw, they had the Nami and the Orianna, all of which are really prone to getting caught in, like, by a Braum Lee Sin combo. It's so easy to stun them up. So we went with Morgana, Caitlyn, which is harder to catch. And yeah, they did the same, and this time we didn't get caught.
It really seemed like you have the game under control from the start. I mean, from your point of view, was there ever a time where you're like, oh, we might lose this one, or was it just easy peasy, we got this all the way?
It's never easy peasy, but it felt like, since they couldn't like snowball like they did on Alliance, we had much better chances. Even though they pressured Renekton on top really hard, we sent Morgana mid, which Alliance didn't do either. So we had one more man in the middle to react to what they did, and then we could handle the pressure much better.
Very smart of you to say, of course, it's never easy peasy, because yesterday wasn't the easiest day for you guys. Can you break down for us, maybe starting with the game versus Alliance, which was particularly tough for you guys?
Sorry again?
Yeah, the crowd's cheering. Can you break down what happened yesterday in your team and in your camp? And let's start with the game versus Alliance.
Well, against Alliance, it was just a series of unlucky events. So we just surrendered in 21 minutes. The game was over. I don't know. Sometimes you just have a bad game. It happened.
True. But is this something for you, SK Gaming? I mean, N-rated earlier in the season, he talked about how your early game needs to get better. Otherwise, again, once you really start meeting international teams as well, you might have issues. For you, how do you improve the early game? How do you think you guys can actually improve the early game? Because you are such a good team when it comes to team fights and the late game points. But how do you improve this early game?
Yeah, I feel like one of the things is that we sacrifice some early game pressure to get those great mid-game combos. We try to balance it out between having a lane that can actually lane against enemy lane, but also is good overall in the team comp. So, I mean, we could improve our early game really easy by just picking strong lanes in every lane, but then they wouldn't fit together, so you always have to balance it out. Of course, we're trying to improve the early game despite that, but it's not that easy, and we just have to find the synergies between the champions.
Finally, tell me, after Super Week is done for you guys, 2-2, what is your vision on the standings right now? And do you feel that there is a bigger difference or a smaller difference between you guys and the rest of the teams as there was in the spring split?
Yeah, of course. Right now, we are still second, I believe. And that's our goal. We just want to be first or second. And that's where we are right now. So nothing changed for us. Our goal stayed the same. And for the next weeks, of course, especially for the last Super Week, we don't want to go 2-2 again. But we will learn from this week, and we will do better the next weeks.
Well, great rebound here in this game. Fantastic performance. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
All right, we need to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with a clash of the Titans as Alliance takes on Fnatic. You won't want to miss it.